Hello, YouTube. Um, so this video is going to be about what my birth plan is. And basically, my plan is a plan, but not a plan. um, I am trying to go into it eyes wide open with a very open mind to anything. Um, just because I really don't want to get fixated on doing one thing and then for whatever reason it not working out, because this is my first child. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I could, expect it and really hope and want it to go this way, and it completely ends up going the other direction, and then I'm really disappointed and mad at myself or whatever. And I don't want that to happen, because it is a wonderful experience, and that should be my main focus, or at least that's what I want it to be. I don't want to get fixated on the little small details. The point of the birth is the baby that comes afterward, not necessarily every little detail. With that being said, um, the plan part of it is I want it to be as natural, unmedicated as possible. That also being said, I'm keeping a very open mind because I have never dealt with pain ever. I mean, not really. I've never even broken a bone. I've sprained an ankle, but I think that's very different from pushing a baby out. Um, so with that in my head, you know, I I can say right now, I will not get an epidural. I don't want pitocin. Blah blah blah, and all those things are true. I really don't want to get an epidural. I really, really, really do not want pitocin. But I also don't know what I'm gonna be like on that day. I could be in a whole lot of freaking pain, and you know what? I can just say, I know that I said I really wanted it unmedicated, and a part of me still really, really does want it unmedicated, but you know what? I just can't do this. This is way too much pain, and I don't want, I don't know. I have a doula that is going to, as much as possible, promote the unmedicated natural birth. But as I get a little bit further along in my pregnancy, I'm starting to have a little bit more of an open mind to the medicated part of it, just because I don't know. I switched a lot. At the beginning of my pregnancy, I was like, drug me up come D-Day. I don't want to feel anything. And then it was, maybe I'll give the unmedicated part a try. And then it was, I totally want it unmedicated. I will definitely, excuse me, I will definitely not put drugs in my baby system. I won't do it, blah, blah, blah. And then now it's like, okay, maybe that's an unrealistic goal. Kudos to the women that can do it. You guys are superheroes. But I don't know. I really want to be able to say that I can have an unmedicated birth and blah, blah, blah. But realistically, I don't know what I'm going to be like on that day. I hope I will be able to remain calm and stick with what I want. But I have no idea. In a perfect world, I would not have Pitocin. I would not have an epidural. I do not want to be hooked up to anything. I want to be able to walk around. I want to be able to labor in water as long as possible. I want to be able to use a birthing ball. I want to be able to walk around the ward. I want to be able to do whatever. I don't want to be stuck laying in a bed, hooked up to an IV, laying on my back in a really uncomfortable position, because I know right now I don't like being confined to anything. I don't. I like free range. I like that. And also, the whole getting the epidural thing really scares the crap out of me, because I've heard a lot about the side effects that can happen. Um, Sometimes it wears off and you end up having an unmedicated birth anyway. Um, but most importantly, like, why I want an unmedicated birth is because I have watched lots of videos and I have heard lots of stories about the women that have had unmedicated births and births, and and they all have one thing in common, and that is after they push their baby out, this overwhelming feeling of, I did it, I am awesome, I can accomplish anything. I am so jealous. I want that feeling. I want it. I want it. And I want to be able to experience that. And I don't know if I'll be able to do that if I don't know if you get the same feeling if you have an epidural and stuff like that. Um, I would hope so, but I don't know. People don't talk about that part. um, I know one thing that will really, really, really disappoint me, if this does happen, um, if I result in a C-section. I really don't want that. That's one thing that right now in this moment in time, I do not have an open mind about. I really, really don't want that. The only way that I will do that is if the doctor tells me, if we don't get this baby out now, something bad is going to happen, and then by all means I will shut up and you do what you need to do in order to get my baby out safely. That's But afterward I feel I will feel really let down. Just because I don't like that they cover things up. You can't see anything. You don't get that face-to-face time until moments after the fact. I don't like that with a C-section it's likely that the fluid can stay within the baby's lungs. Um, and this isn't to talk bad about C-sections or people that have had C-sections. My own mother, all three of her children, including myself, obviously, were C-sections. Sometimes that's just what happens. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, whatever gets the baby out safely is the overall goal. Um, but I know for me, just personally, I will feel, I'll, I'll feel let down if that's what happens. But if that's what needs to happen, I will accept it. I will move past it. But Lord, please don't let that happen. So that is my birth plan. That's how I look at it. Yeah. Thanks for watching.